Hello, my name is Sadie. Welcome back to my channel, Unregulate. And today I wanted to come on and do another video kind of on the topic that I was doing yesterday about the first principle, mentalism, how everything begins with the mind and our thoughts become things, but also our words become things. And so this brings me to the law of attraction. And I remember when The Secret first came out, I think it was in 2007. I was obsessed with it. I read the book every day. I watched the movie. The basics in The Secret basically say how you use the law of attraction is you ask for something, you believe in it, and then you receive it. And so why this video wanted to come up today is because oftentimes we're speaking and asking for things that we don't actually truly want, but we're sending out these rockets of desire and then manifesting it and asking like, what just happened here? I'll give you a story that I love. Aaron Doherty, he does a lot of YouTube videos. He does a lot of spiritual teachings and everything like that. When I used to watch him regularly, I haven't watched him regularly in a while, but when I used to watch him regularly a couple years ago, he told this story about, be careful when you're using the law of attraction. And in this story, he was speaking to his girlfriend at the time, Lior, who's also does a lot of spiritual teaching and has a YouTube channel and an Instagram. And he was saying, Lior, I need to hire a personal assistant because the personal assistant can go and do all the things that I don't want to do during my day, like, take my mail to the post office and run my errands and get my car serviced. And he, was saying this to her for a couple months. And then he finally decided, okay, I'm going to hire a personal assistant. He hires a personal assistant. Like a day or two after he hires this personal assistant, his windshield in his car gets cracked. And the personal assistant takes his car to get serviced. After that happens, different lights start coming on in the car. The car starts acting up. It's a fairly new car. He never had issues with it before. The personal assistant takes it to go get service, takes it to figure out. And he's speaking to Lior and saying, why am I having all these car issues? And he realizes that for months, he was telling Lior, his girlfriend, I'm going to have a personal assistant and they're going to get my car serviced. So he realized that he was actually affirming problems with his car. And he manifested that because he was speaking about it. And so what you have to understand is everything is energy, like I keep mentioning. And I love this quote by Edgar Cayce. He was called the sleeping prophet. He was a clairvoyant, but he says, spirit is life, the mind is the builder, and physical is the result. And so that energy is spirit. It's life force. It's life force energy. The mind is the builder, but part of our mental process is our language, is our speech, is the things that we say. And it's very easy when you're in a situation, say you're in a job that just brings you frustration every day. And you're saying, oh, when I'm not in this job anymore. Or, oh, when you're talking to people and you're like, oh, this job sucks or whatever. But you're actually, because the word affirmation means to make steady. So when you continually say, I don't like my job, I need to get my car serviced, I don't have any money. When you continually say that, you're going to see that. You're going to manifest that in your life experience because you're speaking about it. You're focused on. The thing about the law of attraction is it's not just ask, believe, receive. you'll receive what is most dominant in your energy field. You're going to receive what you're focusing on the most. And that could be something that you don't want, but you don't realize that you're so focused on getting your car serviced or not liking your job that you're actually manifesting either getting out of that job that you don't like or having to get your car serviced. So really watch your words and how you speak about things, how you talk to other people about things. One of the ways to shift from manifesting accidentally what you don't want to manifesting what you do want is just to continually stay in a state of gratitude. And you know, your job might be frustration for you. It might be a huge source of stress. But if it's paying your bills and you've got great health insurance and you've got people there that you really enjoy working with, stay focused on the things that are good about it. Look at the good of it, not the bad of it. Another thing too that I wanted to bring up in this video is that because everything is energy, anger and fear are potent energies. I've mentioned this before. When you're angry or afraid, they're lower vibrations, but you can easily manifest from the lower state as you can from the higher state of happiness, joy, unconditional love. And so this is a personal story for me. When I was really, really angry and frustrated at my job, this was a few years back, I remember having a horrible day where we got emergency after emergency. It was like 3 days in a row where I had to stay late. I ended up having to stay late again. When I finally left work, there was a car accident. So instead of taking an hour to get home, it took me 2 hours to get home. And I remember getting home, dropping all my stuff down and just flopping down on the bed and saying, God, I just need a day off. I was so angry, in that fit of anger, in that fit of emotion. I just said that. And then I took a shower and, ate and went to sleep or whatever. The next day, I get up for work as I normally do. I'm getting all my stuff together. I'm kind of rushing around to make sure I have everything with me because, like I said, I was commuting back and forth. So it took me an hour to get to work. So I had to leave my house at a certain time to not hit the morning traffic. And as I was running to my car, my keys actually fell out of my purse and my car key broke in half. And I was trying to glue it together, tape it together. I could still use the fob to open my doors and all that stuff like that. But even the way that I taped it, I could not get the key to turn in the ignition. And I had to get a tow truck, go to the dealership, get a new key. So I got my wish. I got a day off that day, but I spent that day, 3.5 hours at the dealership, $300 later for a new key. I manifested something out of my fit of anger that I really, really didn't actually want. If I had the choice, my day off would have been a day at the beach or a day with friends. It wouldn't have been sitting in a car dealership and spending money that I didn't want to spend. So why I'm saying this is because for the last couple months since I've been posting videos regularly, I've been mentioning this energy right now that we're in is highly potent for manifestation. Many people will start to see instant manifestations of certain things, not just the things that they want, but just the manifestation of the energy that is dominant in their vibrational field. And so it's really, really, really important to remember what you speak about, you bring about. And so if you're in a fit of anger or a fit of frustration, instead of blurting out something, like, oh, I want a day off, like I did, pray. Just pray and ask, you know, God, angels, I'm frustrated. I'm really stressed out. I need your help. Please resolve my frustrations, my issues in a way that is of the best and highest of good for me. Because when you're praying, you're actually asking for help, but you're coming from a higher vibration. And as I mentioned before, the higher energy manifests the highest outcome. The lower energy will manifest the lower outcome. So that's the video that wanted to come through today. What we speak about, we bring about. Choose your words wisely and be careful what you're affirming. What you're speaking about on a daily basis is going to come into your reality. So make sure it's what you actually truly want and you're not manifesting something by default. All right. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.